Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Performing Arts Project NJ's Snowy Day edition of Annie Jr. They did an amazing job yesterday, and I know they'll do another amazing job today. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, you are in for a treat. This group of kids, they're all sweet. They're all great to work with. This group has just been wonderful. And I want to give a big shout out to Miss Laura and Miss Allie, who have absolutely killed it this semester. And Isaac and Dan, our sound and light people I couldn't do any of this without all of the staff and all of the tech and all of the help, and I'm grateful every day that I actually get to do this for a living. We're not in the business of producing big stars, although sometimes it happens, but we're in the business of producing great kids who lift each other up and are kind and giving and gain confidence and self-respect, and that is what we get here at TPAP NJ, and that's what I wanted to do differently than all of the other places my kids were going to. I didn't want to foster the spirit of competition and gossip and putting other kids down. I wanted to foster a loving environment where everyone can participate in the arts and grow and learn and become the best version of themselves where they are developmentally. And I think we've done that. And this group is a great example of that. And they have just been directed beautifully under Miss Laura and Miss Allie. And I'm just so proud of them. I can't even tell you. We have candygrams that will be in the back during intermission. So you can write a little note and tell your kids how amazing they were. And we have snacks and drinks. So without further ado, we present Annie Jr.
Mama! Mama! Mommy!
Shut up.
Can't anybody get any sleep around here?
Mama! Mommy! I said shut your trap.
Oh, stop shoving the poor kid. She ain't doing nothing to you.
She's keeping me up, ain't she?
No, you're keeping us awake.
You want to make something out of it.
How about I make a pancake out of it? Oh my goodness, they're fighting, and I won't get no sleep all night. Oh my goodness. Sit down, all of ya. Go back to sleep. It's all right, Molly. Annie's here. It was my mama, Annie. We was riding on the ferry boat, and she was holding me up to see all the big ships. And then she was gone, and I couldn't find her no more. Flo, it was only a dream, honey. Now, we've got to get back to sleep. It's after 3 o'clock. Annie, read me your note again. Again, please. Sure, Molly.
Here it comes again.
Please take care of our little darling. Her name is Annie.
She was born October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon.
We've left half of a silver locket around her neck.
So that when we come back for her, you'll know that she's our baby.
Oh my goodness, how they're laughing. All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside your mouth or out? Gee, I dream about finding my parents someday, Annie. But you're lucky. You've really got them. I know. Somewhere. Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. He may be pouring her coffee. He may be straightening his tie. Maybe in a house all hidden by a hill. She's sitting playing piano. He's sitting paying a bill. Betcha they're young, betcha they're smart. Bet they collect things like ashtrays and art. Betcha they're good, what should they be? Their one mistake was giving on me. So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby. Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. Maybe they're straight as a line. Don't really care as long as they're mine. So maybe now this place, the last one of its kind. Won't you please come get your baby? What is it now? Annie, what you doing? Running away. Oh my goodness. My folks are never coming for me. I gotta go find them.
Annie, you're crazy. Miss Hannigan will catch you.
And give you the paddle. I don't care. I'm getting out of here. Okay, I'm ready. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Annie.
So long, Dumbbell, and good luck.
Aha! Gotcha. Get up, get up.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Turn around. I said turn around. There. Now what do you say? What do you say?
I love you, Miss Hannigan.
Rotten orphan.
I'm not an orphan. My mother and father left me a note saying that they loved me and they're coming back for me.
That was 1922. This is 1933. Now for this one, shenanigans, you'll all get down on your knobby little knees and clean this dump until it shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
But it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Get to work. Now, why any kid would ever want to be an orphan, I'll never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Set a treat and we get tricked. Set a kiss and we get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Got no folks to speak of, so it's a hard knock row. We hoe cotton blankets, set a roll, empty bellies, set a full. It's a hard knock life.
Don't it feel like the wind is always howling?
Don't it seem like there's never any love? Once a day, don't you wanna throw the towel in? It's easier than putting up a fight.
No one's there when your dreams and I get creepy.
Who cares if you grow or if you shrink? Who's there when your eyes get wet and from the crying in this place and stay? Oh, empty belly life, rotten smelly lives, full of sorrow lives, no tomorrow lives. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he? No one cares for you a smidge when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. You'll stay up till this dump shines like the top of the Chrysler building. Yank the whiskers from her chin, jab her with a safety pin, make her drink a Mickey Finn. I love you, Miss Hannigan. Get to work. Strip them beds. I said, get to work. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No one cares for you a smidge when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life.
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you, what are you doing in there?
Nothing?
Get her out of there. Your days are numbered. All right, breakfast.
Hot mush, yuck.
No, not hot mush.
Yay!
Cold mush. And after your mush, you'll go to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses for you to finish if you have to work straight through to midnight.
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Now line up.
Good morning, kids.
Morning, bundles. least once a month, whether you need them or not. Hey, Aggie. How's the prettiest gal, South 14th Street?
Bundles, get out of here with that laundry.
So long, gorgeous. Merry Christmas.
Huh. You call this place clean, Annie? This place is like a pigsty. Annie? Annie? Annie ain't here! What do you mean, Annie ain't here?
She just left with Mr. Bundles in the laundry bag.
Bundles! Police! Police!
No more hard knock life for Annie.
Yay!
Lucky duck, she away.
Now we're gonna have to pay.
Gonna get our faces slapped. Gonna get our knuckles wrapped. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life.
Apples 2 for a nickel.
Excuse me, sir, but could you donate an apple to the orphan's picnic?
Sure, nobody's buying them anyways. Say, kid, when is the orphan's picnic?
As soon as I take a bite.
You, seen any stray mutts around here?
No, sir.
Good, then they must all be running wild over to Astor Place.
Hey, there's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry, I ain't gonna let them get you or me. Everything's gonna be fine for the both of us. If not today, then the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. There's a way the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Where I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely. I stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow. Ruff, 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 I love you. Ruff, 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 you're always a day away.
Hey you, little girl, come here.
Yes, officer?
That dog there, ain't he a stray?
A stray? Oh no, officer, he's my dog.
Your dog, huh? So what's his name?
His name? His name is Sandy. Right, that's it. I call him Sandy because of his nice sandy color.
Okay, let's see him answer to his name.
But you see, officer, I scold him and sometimes...
Call him.
Here's Sandy. Good Sandy, good old Sandy.
Next time you take him out, I want to see him on a leash and with a license.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Now get along with you before you catch your death of cold in this weather.
Oh, I don't mind the weather.
stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, ruff, 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 I love you, ruff, 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 you're always a day away. Tomorrow, ruff, 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 I love you, ruff, 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 you're always a Miss Hannigan,
Yeah?
you know your souvenir pillow from Coney Island?
Yeah?
Well, Molly just threw up on it.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day, I eat, sleep, and breathe them. Some women are dripping with diamonds. Some women are dripping with pearls. Lucky me, look at what I'm dripping with. Little girls. Someday I'll step on their freckles. Some night I'll straighten their curls. Send the flood, send the flu, anything that you can do to little girls.
You cheated!
I did not.
Yes, you did!
I did not.
Yes, you did!
Shut up! Yeah, come in.
Miss Hannigan, is it?
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Ward of the 17th Precinct. We found your runaway.
Oh, thanks so much, officer.
She was in one of the Hoovervilles over to the river with a bunch of bums. They weren't bums. Had a Maggie went with her too, but he got away.
Oh, poor pumpkin. Out in the freezing cold, nothing but a thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thanks so much again, officer.
All in the line of duty. And you, don't ever let me hear that you run away again from this nice lady. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, officer. The next time you walk out that door, it'll be 1953. Will our glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar! What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yes?
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks? The millionaire?
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to spend the Christmas holidays at his home.
What sort of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi, capital MISSISSIPPI. Mississippi.
And cheerful.
You shut up. And how old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. I would say 8 or 9, 10, 11. Yes, 11 would be perfect, and I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers red-headed children.
11, a redhead. No, sorry, we don't have any orphans like that here.
What about this orphan right here?
Oh, Annie? You don't want Annie.
Annie, would you like to spend the next 2 weeks at Oliver Warbucks' house?
I would love to.
You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Perhaps I'll call the Board of Orphans, Anne.
If it's Annie you want, it's Annie you get.
It's Annie I want. And if she'll grab her coat, I'll take her right along.
She don't have no coat.
Then we'll buy her one. Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbuck's limousine is waiting outside.
Hey, kids! I'm going out for Christmas. All right, Tia?
Bye, Annie!
Someday I'll land in the nut house with all of the nuts and the squirrels. There I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of little
Good afternoon, Miss Farrell.
Good afternoon, Drake, everyone.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Has Mr. Warbucks arrived yet?
No, Miss. We're expecting him any moment.
Do you really live here, or is this a train station?
We really live here. Now, would you all come here for a moment, please?
Quickly, everyone.
Everyone, this is Annie. She'll be with us for Christmas.
Hi, everyone.
May I take your coat, Miss?
Will I get it back?
Of course, dear. Now, what would you like to do first?
The floors. I'll scrub them first, then I'll get the windows.
Annie, you're our guest. You won't have to do any cleaning. And for the next 2 weeks, you're going to have a swell time. Now, Sissy will pick out all your
Green is best color, not blue, I think.
Your bath is drawn by Mrs. Green.
So, no bubbles, I think.
A net comes in to make your
The silk's all satin
bed.
sheets, I think.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
When you wake, ring for Drake. Drake will bring your tray. When you're through, Mrs. Mew comes to take it away. No need to pick up any toy.
That's okay, I haven't gone any anyway.
No finger will you lift, my dear.
We have but one request. Please put us to the test.
I know I'm gonna like it here. Used to room in a tomb where I sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow. Could someone pinch me, please?
She didn't mean it. We've never had a little girl.
Never had a little girl. I'm very glad to volunteer.
We hope you understand. Your wishes are correct.
I know I'm gonna like it.
Warbucks.
It's good to be home.
How was your flight from Chicago?
Not bad. Only took 11 hours. Grace?
Yes, sir?
Messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him from the White House.
I'll get back to him tomorrow. Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, if you get your notepad, who is this?
This is Annie, the orphan that will be spending the holidays with us.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
You just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Annie, huh? Annie what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, Mr. Warbucks, sir. I don't have any last name. Sorry I'm not a boy.
Not at all. I couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll start on the iron ore figures from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this child?
It's her first night here, sir.
Well, since it's your first night, we ought to do something special. Want to go to a movie?
Gosh, Mr. Warbucks, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy, and a handsome cab ride around Central Park, and an ice cream soda at the Rumpelmayer's.
Golly.
Grace, forget about the dictation for tonight. You'll take Annie to the movies instead.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
It's just that I thought you were going to take me.
No, I'm afraid I'll be far too busy.
Oh, gee.
Now, Annie, when a man is running a multi-billion-dollar corporation...
Oh, sure, I know. That's okay, Mr. Warbucks.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
get our coats.
Oh, gee.
Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Which car will you be wanting, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait. This child's been cooped up in an orphanage. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Come on, you slowpokes. We gotta make it to the Roxy before the prices change.
NYC,
The whole world keeps coming. Oh, the pulse,
the beat,
the drive. NYC. You might say that I'm square, but well, I come alive.
Think that I've lived here all my life and never seen these things.
Whoa!
NYC.
popcorn. I haven't had popcorn since. Give in, don't fight. Good girl, good night. Sleep tight in NYC.
Once again, we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 or over, romance in life need not to be over.
God, I hope not.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, this has to be signed and sent back to the Board of Orphans no later than 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie that he'd like to adopt her.
Annie, the daughter of a millionaire.
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for a moment, please? Got any more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oops, pardon me, Blondie. Hey, sis, long time no see.
Rooster, they finally let you out of prison? What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said he swindled him out of $1,100.
Oh, yeah? Why'd he say that?
Because the rooster swindled him out of $1,100.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from
Jersey City.
Rooster, do me a favor. Get out of here.
So, who is the blondie I bumped into when I come in? She looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks?
Any one of the orphans from here is getting adopted by him.
Crummy orphan.
Yeah, living in a lap of luxury while the two Hannigan kids ended up on the skids. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets Warbucks.
The little brat. It ain't fair, this here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat. Maybe she hopes to keep that little baby to getting more bucks
Instead of less. Maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
I'll give you one guess. Yes!
Easy Street. Easy Street. Annie is out. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree. Yeah! Easy Street. Easy
Yes. Yes, Mr. President. No, I'm not asking for your help. I'm telling you they've got to do something. All right, we'll talk about it on Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you come over here with Miss Roosevelt for supper? Christmas Eve. You will? Wonderful. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat.
Yes, sir.
The package from Tiffany's?
Arrived this morning.
Fine. I'm going to give it to her, then tell her that I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello. Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family, and both my parents died before I was 10, so I made a promise to myself. One day, one way or another, I was going to be rich, very rich.
That was a good idea.
But lately I've realized something. No matter how much money you got, if you're all alone, then you might as well be broke. I was in Tiffany's yesterday, and I picked this up for you.
For me? Gee, thanks, Mr. Warbucks. Oh, gee.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old, broken one you always wore, and I said to myself, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket. Here, we'll just start by taking this old one off.
No, I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket, my parents left it when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too. They love me and they're coming back for me. I know I'm real lucky being here with you for Christmas, but the one thing I want in all the world is to find my mother and father and to be like other kids with folks of their own.
It will be all right. I will find them. I'll find your parents for you.
Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father if he has to put everyone in his organization on the job, if he has to pull every political string there is to pull.
Up to and including the White House? Annie, give me your locket.
But Mr. Warbucks,
I understand, but it could be our best clue. We'll have the FBI trace it down and find out who bought it.
okay. And I guess they should have my note, too. I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you won't be an orphan for long.
And pretty soon, everyone will know I'm looking for my folks because we'll go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you're listening, okay? So maybe now it's time, and maybe when I wake, they'll be there calling me baby.
Thank you, Annie, and welcome to America's favorite radio program, The Occident Hours of Smiles, starring your old softie, Bert Healy. Thank you, and good evening, Oliver Warbucks. It's nice for you to drop by.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Oliver Warbucks, I hear you have to tell the folks at home a little something about little Annie.
Yes, Bert Healy. I'm now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any people who can prove that they are Annie's parents.
Wow! So Annie's parents, if you're listening in, make sure you write to Oliver Warbucks at the care at this station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy.
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that another of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you could say the word Occident. Yes, this is Miss Healy's boy, Bert, saying, until next week, same time, same station. Good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast, she's famous.
I wish I was on the radio.
Me too.
Who wants to be on a dumb old radio?
I do. This is for all of you Out of Smiles fans. This is Bert Healy saying, hey, hey, ho, hey, down the dance. Both got yours.
But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes, they feel crumbly. They stand out of mine. But brother, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or Santa Cruz? What you wear from ear to ear and not from head to toe, that I do. So senator, so janitor, so long for a while and then you're never fully dressed. Though you may wear your best, you're never fully dressed without a smile, 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 smile.
What are you doing up?
Annie was on the radio.
Yeah, I heard. Next thing she'll be in the movies. Now get to bed. A $50,000 reward. $50,000. What couldn't I do with $50,000?
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady that runs this here orphanage?
Yeah, what do you want?
Ma'am, were you working here 11 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, we had terrible troubles back then and had to leave a baby here on the front stoop. Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you're from again?
A little farm up in Canada where they got lots of chickens, ducks, geese, and roosters! Caw-caw, caw-caw. Gotcha, sis.
Rooster? I never would have known it was you in 100 years.
Fooled ya, Aggie, and we're gonna fool Warbucks too.
And get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
We need your help, sis, for the details about Annie, so that way we can pull this thing off.
What's in it for me?
3-way split.
Half.
Half?
Half.
Okay, 25 grand each, but we gotta do it fast. Get the money, get the kid, and get out of town.
The kid's the problem. What do we do with her afterward?
No problem. When I want something to disappear, it disappears for good. We get the 50 grand, we blow this crummy town, and Lil Mill meet ya.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Is it true? Is it true? Annie is the key. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree. Yeah.
Sorry, I've spoken to more than 1,000 people claiming to be your parents, but they were all liars, fakes.
Oh, gee.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure somebody was going to be my real mother and father.
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket. It's in Utica, New York.
Oh, boy!
Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry, Annie, but the FBI doesn't think there's a chance in a million of tracing your parents down through the locket. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You did your best. Anyway, I guess a kid can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace, do you have those legal papers I gave you the other day?
Right here.
Good. Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, there's no one I'd rather have than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't just going to be an adoption. It's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world that you like to come to it. Who would you like?
Well, I'd like Miss Farrell here, and Mr. Drake, and Mrs. Pugh, and, well, everyone here.
Drake,
Yes, sir.
tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guests at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
Well, it will be way past their bedtime now, but I'll tell you what, we'll have everyone here from the orphanage here tomorrow for a big Christmas party.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest kid. Together at last, together forever. We're tying a knot that never can sever.
I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies to blue.
I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was plain awful.
You can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
Not now,
that's then.
I'm poor as a mouse.
I'm richer than Midas.
But nothing on earth
Could ever divide us.
And if tomorrow I'm an apple seller too, I don't need anything, anything, anything. I don't need anything but
Excuse us, folks. Shirley, look, there's our Annie. Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Mudge is the name, Ralph Mudge. And this here is my wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie Mudge?
We loved you, Annie, but we had to leave you behind.
We've seen a great number of people who I expect to be wanting proof of who we are. Here's our driver's license and Annie's birth certificate. Baby girl, name Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, New York, New York, on October 28th, 1922.
October 28th, that's my birthday.
Ralph, look, Annie's wearing a locket.
When we left Annie at the orphanage, we left half of a silver locket with her. Yes, it fits perfectly.
But thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie.
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
We don't got much, but we'd be glad to give you whatever.
You haven't heard? I've offered a certified check for $50,000 to anyone who proves to be Annie's parents.
No, sir. Anyway, we don't want no money.
On the other hand, Ralph, remember the little pig farm up in New Jersey? With $50,000, we could afford to take Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow morning? And then you could come pick her up with the check, too.
Whatever you prefer, sir.
Bye, Annie love.
Until tomorrow, honey, and you'll be spending the rest of your life with us. Oops. Pardon me, Blondie. Merry Christmas.
Well, this is
Wonderful news.
We must celebrate because we've just received the most wonderful news in the world. Annie has found her mother and father. Drake.
Yes, sir.
Champagne.
Yes.
I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie.
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling that I've seen this Mr. Mudge before and that he's not who he says he is.
Then we won't give her up until we're certain.
But how?
I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States. Even if he's a Democrat.
Betcha where they lives as nice as right here. Betcha my life is gonna be swell. Looking at them, it's easy to tell. And maybe I'll forget how nice he was to me, and how I was almost his baby.
Merry
morning.
Christmas.
Good morning. Merry Christmas, Mr. Warbucks, Miss Farrell.
Merry Christmas.
You're up early.
You're up early, too. Annie, we've been up all night, dear. FBI men coming and going. And did you know that President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. President?
Merry Christmas, Annie. Annie, early this morning, FBI Director Hoover telephoned me with some very sad news. He succeeded in tracking the identity of your parents.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett.
But,
Annie, your mother and father passed away a long time ago.
so I'm an orphan after all.
Well, I love you, Annie Bennett.
And I love you too. Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
The birth certificate could have easily been forged, but nobody knew about the login except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan and the children from the orphanage.
Hi, kids!
Hi, Annie!
Finally, Miss Hannigan. I'm delighted to meet you.
Same here, and I'd know you anywhere.
Let me introduce you to everyone. This is my secretary, Grace Farrell. That's the President Roosevelt. And over there is my butler, Drake.
Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us!
Mr. Warbucks, this has just come from the FBI.
now it all fits together.
Sir, Mr. and Miss Smudge.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas, one and all.
Merry Christmas.
We don't want to bother you on Christmas and all. We just came to pick up Annie and the check.
Yes, of course. The check.
Certified. Pay of the order, the jig is up.
Yes, Daniel Francis Hannigan, also known as
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Ralph Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Lewis, turn them over.
Yes, sir.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la.
yes. And I assume you'll find this woman as their accomplice.
Me? I haven't seen these people till yesterday.
I'll lay off it, Aggie.
Annie, tell them how good and nice I always was to you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Miss Hannigan, but the one thing you always taught me, never tell a lie.
Brat! Miss Hannigan is gone for good!
Yay!
And you all won't have to do any more work.
Yes, kids, for you, and perhaps for all of us, this Christmas will be filled with new beginnings and a wonderful new life. A new deal. Hey, I rather like that. A new deal.
So do I, Franklin. A new deal. What?
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your it's true.